Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I'm Mr. Randy, and today we're doing another full review episode. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. All my returning viewers, you know it's always good to see you. So let's get to it, shall we? So today's full review episode is going to be of the Zumbador Tequila Reposado, Hecho in Mexico, 100% agave. Contents is 750 milliliters. And 40% alcohol by volume. Hope I'm not mixing you all up. They just can't say it enough, especially on their website, that they are celebrity free. They're not influenced. They really have a thing against, and there it is on the backside. They just have a thing against celebrity whiskeys, and I do too. I tend to stand very clear of all their stuff. So the hummingbird carries a deep and spiritual significance for the ancient cultures of Mexico. They represent the resurrection of the soul. This is why we have chosen the hummingbird as our symbol and serves as our reminder of the enduring nature of the human spirit. Distilled and bottled in Mexico, Distillería El Sabino, Rancho Las Presas, Jesus Maria, Jalisco. So it's imported by Lighthouse Brands, Miami, Florida. Don't need all the government crap. There's your NOM certification, 1643. See that hummingbird all over the place. Let's go ahead and get this cork pop. Zumbador is synthetic, but I won't hold that against it. We're moving on. So that's I wasn't looking. Can I try again? I wasn't looking through the right thingy. That's your movie trivia. That's gonna be hard as heck. So I guess I'm gonna come up with a little extra hint or Reno on that one. But as we move on, so it says the agave is matured to 6 years, no less than 6 years. They use masonry ovens, Tahona. It is Tahona style crushed. They use copper and stainless steel for their distillation. And they say they rest it for 12 weeks in ex-whiskey barrels. Not really descript on what barrels, where, what have you, but we've covered all that. So I paid $33.55 out the door for this 40% Tequila Reposado. Now it's being made by the Lopez family for 4 generations. And they have over 1,000 acres where they do, what was like 1.5 million or like 15 million plants or something like that. So I do a 3-part series to my review. Part 1, off the rip, get it home, crack it open, have my first pour, share my first impressions with you because that's what we do. Part 2, full review time. That's where we're at today. I drink it down halfway, put the cork on it, put it back on the shelf, let it sit for a week and a half. We've whittled it down from 2 to 1.5. It's just fine. I go online, you just heard it. I found quite a bit to talk about. Come back, we talk about it, I score it, continue to drink it because part 3, final pour episode, thusly named, we have the final pour in a glass compared to the first pour off the rip and everything in between. I love me some tequila. Not as much as I love a good scotch, but there are more tequila out there on the market that I enjoy more than the average scotch. So now I've sort of painted myself into a corner when it comes to scotch. Yes, I can still drink a $15 bottle of scotch. Well, I enjoy it as much as, say, a $100 bottle of scotch. Ain't no freaking way, man. It ain't gonna happen. Okay, it ain't gonna happen. I mean, there's a reason why you're gonna pay $100 over a $15 bottle. But when it comes to tequila, oh yes, there are plenty of bottles out there for roughly $10 to $15. I tend to steer away from them because, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, sometimes these are just scripts and scraps that they just throw in an independent bottler and put it on the shelf and make a buck. I do like transparency. I'm not asking for 100% transparency. I'm not asking for 100% additive-free, organic, kosher, gluten-free. I'll take some glycerin. I'll take some color added, some flavor added. It's not gonna offend me as long as it tastes pretty good, like that painted donkey. All right, on the nose. This is a good one. This is definitely a good one. It is cooked agave, very hefty cooked agave. There is some caramel, there's some sweetness, vanilla, some spiciness. And I did tell you I was going to try and figure out what it was. Was it either a white pepper or a black pepper? I'm thinking it's white pepper. It's definitely white pepper. White pepper has a bit of a softer edge to it, while black pepper is a little bit more of a harder edge to it. Yeah, that's definitely giving me white pepper. How does the nose compare to like your average $30 to $40 bottle of tequila? It smells like it's clean. I've only had like 1 or 2 bottles that have actually done that. That it actually smells and tastes like it claims to be. That's rare. You do pay for it. This one's only $33.55 out the door from my not so local wine and spirits. Had to go all the way up there to the rim, to the northern rim, to get this one. Could have just had it delivered, but you know, it was my day off. I needed some singles for my brew reviews, and you can only get those if you go up there and peruse the aisles and pick them yourself. Anyways, let's get it on the palate. Definitely white pepper. Okay, so definitely no additives in this one. There's no glycerin, because once it gets on the palate, it separates. It loosens up, it separates, and you could pick it apart. Definitely got some... The cooked agave is much stronger on the nose than it is on the palate. Everything is a little bit more on the nose than it is on the palate. Sorry, I got an ear thing going on. Got me burping already. Altos de Jalisco. Okay, so we're going to go ahead with the next one. Oh, of course. And yeah, for some reason, it just... that alarm kicked me out of the video. What the heck? That alarm, I don't know what the heck, that's never happened. It just kicked me out of the video. But anyways, here we are, we're still there. It's got some pretty good viscosity. You can see as it kind of breaks apart and falls apart, there's no glycerin in that one. That's a visual tell that it doesn't have glycerin in it, because it will kind of break apart and bead much easier off the glass. If it's got glycerin, it's going to basically sheet and coat that glass. On the palate, cooked agave, you get some a good mixture of caramel, vanilla, and spice. I'm getting lots of cheeks and jowls. The tongue and the roof of the mouth is kind of like just barely like a wet cardboard, but just barely. If you liked the video, go and hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel as of yet, go ahead and do so while you're there. As soon as this content gets released, it comes right to you. Let's go ahead and do the finish. That is tasty. That is tasty. So the nose is going to be the most vibrant, robust part of it. That's got a wonderful, great nose. It does take a couple of steps down for the palate. It's not horrible. Not horrible at all. But it does It is significant. The finish, on the other hand, takes a step up from the palate. So the finish is going to land between the nose and the palate. So let's talk about the finish. I am getting gums, cheeks, jowls, tongue came back alive. Let's talk about the warmth and heat on the back end. Oh man, I don't think it's going to quite hit a 2, but it's trying. It's got a little bit more pizzazz on the finish than the palate. But the nose is still going to take the gold. It's going to take first spot. Finish is going to take second. And the palate is going to trail in on the third. So let's put a score on it, shall we? Oh boy. Here's the thing. I'm not the type that's going to put a heavy score on something that is... No, let me rephrase that. I don't reach for something that's 100% organic, 100% additive free, 100%, and all the buzzwords. And yeah, that's great. It is actually what it is. What it says it is. It is what it is. And that's great and all. But when you do that, you are getting natural stuff. You know, you're getting, it's not a Lalo. That Lalo is everything they say it is and more. This one, on the other hand, well, of course, a Lalo is more expensive, but this one's only $33.55 out the door. Just score it. I would call this a solid 3 out of 5. I'd put it smack dab in the middle. It's a good tequila. It's not more favorable by me, but it's everything it says it is. You got to give that credit. At least that much. Give it that much credit. It's everything it says it is. It's just not more. There's lacking. Like I said, the nose is great and all. The palate is, it takes a couple steps down, and you lose the kind of flavoring. Like I said, it gets on the palate, it separates, but everything goes to its separate corners, and you can pick them apart, but it's also no cohesiveness. Okay, it's not well rounded or balanced. It is what it is. This is what happens when you get what you ask for, when you ask for everything to be topped out, you know, completely organic, no additives, and blah, 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 blah. You get something that's nice. It's just, it's not as nice as you would have some other things. And that's my opinion, by the way. Always and forever on the channel, it's my opinion. And that's what we do here. Okay, so, yeah, unfortunately, that's it. My fair price... I would say under 30, probably like $25 to $30. And yeah, I get it. It is what it is. It is what it says it is, but it's just not my jam. Then that's the way it is. So would I buy this again? Obviously not. But I want to circle back to a point in the beginning of the video when I say, when it comes to tequila, I think there is so much you can have between the $30 and $40 range that will absolutely hit the spot. This does hit the spot. It's just not the right spot. It's not my right spot. But it's a good one. We'll say that. In the comment section, we'd love to know where you're at. What are you currently drinking? Have you had a Zumbador? If you have, you like it, let's talk about it. If you don't like it, definitely let's talk about it. But as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Still going to call it a good one.